Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of PC Building Simulator. We are back in the Razer Workshop. We're back with the newest Razer theme build and the old Razer theme build, the air-cooled kind of low-spec version and the upper spec version here. And we've also got, of course, the Super RGB PC. So today is all about 3D Mark scores. So I want to set a baseline for what some of these machines get as far as 3D Mark goes. That's going to be our benchmark today, because it is benchmarking software, to see how powerful, quote unquote, these computers are. So we'll start with the top, the Super RGB PC. If you don't remember, I didn't remember, this has a 7980XE and two water-cooled 2080 Ti's. Processor and graphics cards are going to be the main things that affect 3D Mark scores. RAM will as well, like especially and more in real life. I don't know how much it affects it in this game. This has a stupid amount of 4266 megahertz memory. And actually, I've heard that like having a lot of memory in real life, a lot of memory actually can make your Time Spy Extreme scores worse. But anyway, I don't think that really is a thing in this game. I'm not sure. But anyway, for the Super RGB PC, Time Spy Extreme score, 19,830. That is pretty dang good. That is way up there. I think we could do a little better, and we're going to in a future video, so stay tuned for that. I think we could do better, but we're not going to today. 19,830 for the Super RGB PC. Then if we move down to this computer, this is a 9900K with two water-cooled 1080 Ti's. Does a 3D Mark score of 15,195. So, this is the air-cooled version of the Razer-themed PC, and we spec'd this one down quite a bit to make it look good, basically. i7 6700K. I don't remember why I went that, but I did. This is kind of fun though. It's more of like a mid-level, sort of older build. So, 6700K for the processor. Got a bunch of really fast RAM. Which I don't know if that would actually realistically run at that speed, especially on that chipset, but whatever. It's fine. It's a game. And a GTX 970. So that's a lot older graphics card. And you can see it in the 3D Mark score. 3D Mark score, 3,458. We also have my super cool build in the Inwin, I can't remember what this case is called. Inwin super cool case, I can't remember what its name is. Doesn't show up in here. But anyway, this is a 8700K? Yeah, 8700K. And a single Strix GTX 1080 Ti. And that gets a 3D Mark score of 8,677. So, there are some scores of real computers. Now, today's video is all about building a computer that's going to get a terrible Time Spy Extreme score. So the reason that we're doing this video is because I got a comment from Movement with a period, which is so important, saying, can you try to make the most weakest computer in the world? And of course I said, yes, we're gonna do that. That sounds great. Let's make a computer that is hilariously bad and slow. So we're gonna make this, what feels like a really low 3D Mark score, feel amazing. So let's get rid of this one and let's get to work. Now, the case really doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna pick a case that, I don't know, feels unimportant, uninteresting, but like not too uninteresting that I might want to do a video on it later. Oh, that's like a really weird parameter. Those are weird conditions. It doesn't matter. What? There's a PC building limited edition of the H4. Okay, I didn't know that. That's distracted. Sorry. We're good. Oh boy, something that's so completely not interesting that I wouldn't want to do a video because it's terrible or because it's great. That's hard. What screams just right down the middle? Meh. Hello? Meh? Should I search for meh? Oh my gosh, I need to stop spending so much time on this. Yeah, sure. It doesn't really matter. This does not matter. There's a bunch of different color versions too. That's fine. It's like this case is trying too hard. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna take these drive bays out. Whoa, how's this case? Wait, there's so many beauty panels. Whoa. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of these drive bays, mostly because I don't like them, because they look dumb. Alright, so, like I said before, the big thing that affects benchmark scores is CPU and GPU. So, I've got the app part ranking loaded up on this computer. And we want to go to the bottom. Intel Celeron G3900. That's the CPU we want. G3900. And the GPU we want is either of the GT1030s. It does not matter. That's going to get us a low times by extreme score. Okay. Motherboard. I want like a terrible one. I'm gonna go for like the Mortoni garbage pile, whatever it is. It just needs to be Skylake. Let's see. We want this one because it supports really slow RAM, I guess. These are all AM4 boards. This one, I shall have you. Okay. Celeron G3900 is what we want. All the way to the bottom. There she is. Beep. Bam. Alright, RAM, slow, and not much. That's the goal. 2133 megahertz A data. Tempting. 2133 megahertz is good. That's slow. Also this. Same? What's the difference? Is there any? Oh, it's 8 gig. I'm super dumb. Reading is difficult. I'm just guessing these are fast because they're pretty. It's not really fair. 2133 might be 2 gigs. Yes. Yes. Mortoni value supreme. First dim, which I think is, I don't know if this actually matters in this game, but first dim would not be the dim you choose if you wanted to do. Well, actually, it's going to go single channel. It doesn't really matter at this point. It's one dim. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. Cool. All right. Thermal paste. Hopefully our slowest thermal paste. Just kidding. That's a joke. It's not a thing. Coolers. Garbage cooler, please. Hello? Mortoni? Mortoni? I know you're in here. Hello? Yeah, saw ya. There you are. Doesn't really matter. I don't think... Okay, there you go, bud. Should not matter. Cooling's not gonna be a big deal. Okay. Oh, why'd I get rid of this hard drive base? I'm not gonna do a nice hard drive. Like, we're gonna do slow hard drive. Whoa. Whoa. Let's put one of those back. Gonna need one of you. Sure. Down here, I guess. I don't know. Storage. 500 gigawatts. 160 megabytes per second. That's on the Mortoni Easy Store. Perfect. I don't think storage speed isn't really going to affect this at all, but just in case, let's make sure we cover all our bases. All right. Hard drive, done, cool. CPU, good, great. Case fans, don't really matter, cool. I guess we just, power supply, sure. Again, no bearing on benchmark scores at all. But I just want to make sure this is as sad as possible. That's important to me. Feels like it doesn't matter. All the power supplies are right, whatever. Sean Power King 250. Sick. Sickness. Of course. I'm gonna remove this bracket. That's always a thing I need to do. I never do when I'm supposed to do it. Whoa, Silverstone. Thought you were Sean. PC part. Cradle. Ooh, it's called a cradle? I don't. What is it called? Oh, I should have put the hard drive down here. Would it look so much nicer? Ah, who cares? Who cares what it looks like, right? Graphics cards. Okay, 1030. GT1030. Does not matter which one. either the EVGA or the gigabyte. It's pronounced gigabyte. Yep, they are identical. The wattage is the same, the clock speed is the same. It does not matter. Let's do this one, because I think we did the EVGA one in something else. Wait, can I put it in the oh my gosh. Yes. Yes, we're vertically mounting it. Because I want people to, it's like, we're gonna like make it look like we know what we're doing, but this build is just gonna be terrible. So slow. But it's vertically mounted, bro. That definitely adds some speed, though. Especially when we put on that totally not tempered glass side panel. We can't even see it anyway. Okay, so there she goes. Fan spinning up. How exciting. All right, so what we're gonna do when this finally boots up, it's going to take a while because we're just using a slow hard drive. So while we're waiting, there's so many beauty panels. So many beautiful things. Okay, let's get a couple things installed. Really, 3D Mark, yes. And while we're at it, oh my god, this is so slow on a graphic. The super slow hard drive makes this pretty brutal. We're going to do GPU tuner, and we're also going to do OCCT, because I'm going to do a baseline 3D Mark test, and then we're going to see if we can make it worse. And I don't know how this works in this game. I've never tried. So this is totally experimental. Disclaimer, experimental. Things ahead. Holy, thank you. Okay. I'm going to boot in a BIOS quick and just see what the RAM is clocked at. It was 2133 megahertz. I can't, I mean, in real life, I don't even think it would have an XMP. What happened? Okay, apparently I didn't delete hard enough there. That is the first time that's ever happened in this game, just by the way. It says hold, I was holding it. Felt like, okay. Wow, this is a pretty BIOS. Okay, CPU speed 2800 megahertz. 1 2 gig kit of RAM. 23, no, okay, we're good. RAM OC. Hey, look, it's the same speed. Okay, cool. Whoops. Discard. Yes. Wow, that is a rough BIOS. All right, I'm gonna get started on a 3D Mark test, and we're going to get a baseline while I put this case back together. It's gonna take a lot longer than that though, but don't worry, I'll spare you guys. Okay, it's done. Does anyone want to guess? Did we make 1,000? We didn't. 960. 960. That's right. Wow. That's compared to, obviously, top end here, 19,000. Pretty, like, old, but whatever. Almost 3,500. Wow. 960. That is pretty weak. I mean, that's like... Are we entering like graphing calculator level of performance here? I'm not sure. Let's see if we can make it worse. Now, Times by Extreme is based on GPU performance and CPU performance. So I was thinking, can we... Oh, I'm gonna break something. Can I pull the clocks down? Like, is this gonna crash? I don't even know what happens if you pull 100 mega. It was megahertz, now it's just mega hit. Oh, I see. Okay. We're gonna pull 100 mega hertz off the core clock on the GPU. And let's see how much worse this gets. Did that apply? Is that working? I don't know. And let's pull... Can I pull speed off the CPU? I gotta remember how to do this. Oh no, because I gotta do the overclock, undervolt, all that stuff in the BIOS. Okay, let's see if this passes first. All right, it worked. So we're down to a 931. Just by pulling 100 megahertz off the GPU there, we're down at 931. Wow, I don't know. what would this do? This is a bad idea. Like, what would happen if I just... I don't want to touch a core voltage. It doesn't need... If it doesn't need the voltage, it's not going to use it. Let's try it with the core clock down 256 megahertz, 498 megahertz off the memory clock. And let's see what kind of joy this brings us. Okay, that got us a lot lower. 782. Now let me remind you, originally a 960, then down to a 931. 782. Okay, now I just gotta know, does doing the core voltage do anything? Just so I know. And then we're gonna move to CPU. You know, I was afraid of this. I was afraid this might happen. Yeah, so undervolting, blue screen. All right, we're gonna put our core voltage back up, because we know that didn't work. But we know that this setup here is good for a 3D Mark score of 782. So now, let's ruin the CPU, and we'll do that by going into the BIOS, and we'll try to underclock the crap out of this, I guess. Come on, you beautiful blue BIOS. There you are. Hello. Oh, you know what? This... Oof. This motherboard doesn't support overclocking because this chip doesn't support overclocking, which means I can't underclock it. But I guarantee this is the worst CPU we can get performance-wise, even with underclocking. Undervolting, underclocking, all that. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is we did it. 782. 782 is the lowest score we can pull off, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, maybe you guys can find a different way to get a lower score. I don't know. But the GPU is basically as gimped as possible. So there you go. A 782 in 3D Mark. Compared to even just, you know, this thing, which is not really much that crazy of a computer, though $3,000 seems like a lot of money. But $3,458. How much was this valued at? $489. Yeah, that seems a little steep to me. That seems a little steep. The case is expensive. And the motherboard's $100. Yeah, I don't know. So there you go. That is my answer to the challenge to build the weakest gaming computer. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please go ahead and subscribe for more videos like this of PC Building Simulator and of other games. And thank you so much for watching. We're almost to 100 subs, so thank you guys so much for subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.